My god, hello? Okay, it's been a while since I've done any streaming, so I just realized I've been talking for 4 minutes without pressing the go live button. Alright, can anyone type in the chat if you can finally see the stream now? That was kind of awkward. I guess I have to enable live chat so you see all of the messages. I can see and hear you, okay. Thank god. Okay, that was kind of awkward because I've been talking to nothing for the past 4 minutes. Because back in the day I would just press, start streaming in OBS and it would do its thing automatically. So yeah, okay, so let me repeat what I've been talking about for the past 4 minutes. Don't worry, we are in your walls, so we could hear you before as well. Hi guys, glad you joining me today. So as I was saying, as you can get from the title, I'll be implementing audio logs for my new game, ETA Unknown. It's been a while since I've done any streaming, so I'm still gonna be getting used to, being a streamer, not a developer. I hope my audio levels are fine. Hope nothing is too loud, too quiet, stuff like this. And again, in case you haven't seen all of the teasers, latest updates, this is a survival horror game where you control and maintain your rover using your mouse. And the goal of the game is to survey 3 research facilities that suddenly went offline for unknown reasons. So let me quickly demonstrate how does it actually work currently. Again, all the assets are still work in progress. I'm still yet to make everything pretty. It's just, it's function over form for now. So as you can see, I can move all of my levers using my mouse, click all the buttons using my mouse, press stuff on the radio using my mouse, toggle, move the switches, press stuff. So yeah, that's the game. So today I would like to work on audio logs, and let me explain what I have in mind when I'm actually referring to. Audio logs is gonna function similarly to any game that you probably played. In case you're not familiar with audio logs for some magical reasons, it's basically like text logs, but in audio form. That's it's usually used to deliver lore and story context. It's not something that's actually needed. In case of ETA Unknown, I want to make logs a bit more creatively. For that, I made this very informative obsidian graph. So there's gonna be 2 ways to actually get these logs and listen to them later on. First method is using the radio. So imagine you're listening to some radio station, you tune in, and you hear someone talking. For example, they're explaining certain instructions, or it's a character in the story actually talking to you, and they saying something important. If you listen to a specific segment of this radio broadcast long enough, it's gonna be added as part of a log. So that's one of the ways to get it. The second way is through, well, obviously finding logs. And just realized I'm still driving in again. That's what felt weird. Anyway, going back. Second way is through finding them. Obviously, you can find logs through in caches, which is the game's equivalent of chests. So the game world will have items actually spawn in the game world, and you also have caches, which is going to be accessible storage containers. It will be a separate cassette item that you will add to your cargo. Then you will then it will be added to the list of logs. Then you can actually play it, and when you acquire a log, there's hopefully going to be a cool cassette deck animation where you have it spinning, you have old cassette being taken away, put back in, all of the fancy details. And for reference, I also included this radio concept art. So as you can see here, this is actually the in-game way of playing all of these logs. In case you to remove any questions ahead of time as to how do they actually function. So yeah, that's how the final thing is gonna be working. When it comes to the scope for today, I don't think I'll have any time to actually do all of the visuals, since it's pretty complicated. It's something that takes more than at most 2 to 3 hours. So my goal for today is going to be just making the actual system itself. And I'm hoping we can make the UI, where you can actually select your logs. It currently looks like this. So you can select the logs with these arrow buttons and play it. That's going to be the scope for today. All of the visuals, all of the eye candy will probably be reserved for a different time. All right, so hi Farrar. For those who don't know, Farrar is actually the person behind the concept art I just showed. So welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. So I feel like I'm been talking too much. So let's move into the more boring part, which is code. I just realized I have a couple of lines here that I added unnecessarily. A couple of empty lines. Okay, so let me revert all of my changes and let's get to work. So, but before we do, I think it's gonna be good if I find some music. I don't feel like. Yeah, I guess this works. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me check the audio levels to make sure it's not being too loud. Okay, so let me lower it because it's too loud for me. Okay. So, it's a bit quieter. It's distracting. Okay. So, I already have an idea how I want to work in this system from technical perspective, given it's a bit thought today. Usually, any global system like that is reserved as a manager, as a singleton. A singleton, for those unfamiliar with programming, is essentially an object, an entity that can be accessed in every part of your project. So normally you have each entity doing its thing separately from one another, and in some cases you might want to have certain entities be available to everyone. For instance, logs, because logs are a separate system. It's usually something that wouldn't be accessible to anything else. But in our case, we want the player to, well, not player, but the radio to actually list all of the logs, play them, access the information reserved for the log. Normally, we would need to get a reference to it, but using singletons, we don't have any need for that because it's widely available. So to do that, I need to open Godot, close all of the fluff that I don't need that I have open, and yeah. So I'll go into projects, project settings, go to globals. This is where I'm going to add my singleton. But before that, I feel like we need to add a script for it. And let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna add a script. I'm guessing it's gonna be in source. What says for subtitle system? I don't care about a subtitle system at the moment. So we'll go into singletons. I'm gonna add a new file here. We're gonna call it audio log manager.cs. Yes, that works. We gonna put it into my singletons namespace. If you have any questions regarding what the hell is going on this, on my screen, please feel free to ask, because it's going to be tough for me to balance technical information and being accessible to people not familiar with programming, but I'll be trying my best. So then we're going to just declare a class for our audio log manager, which is going to extend Godot's node type, and then this is going to just add some boilerplate. Public void ready. Ready is a method, or simply put, a function that will get called whenever this entity gets added into the game. So this is usually where we do any initialization logic in there. What cursor theme are you using? Okay. I won't be answering this one. What cursor theme are you using? Yeah, sorry guys, it's a wipe coding stream, right? We let me put up ChatGPT, and we got a code slop today. I'm sorry, I lied. It's not gonna be a technical stream. All right, but moving on. So we have our ready function, methods. Now that I put the script, it's safe to actually add it as a singleton. So let me go into source, singletons, find my audio log manager, and add. And I'll probably want to add it above my I'm GUI root, and probably even above the debug. Wait, why is my debug tool so down below? I want to put it way up there, because I kind of need to access data from all the other singletons. And then I guess audio log manager can go... actually, it's not really... doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think that matters. As long as save data handler is loaded first, I don't think it matters where I put it, because I kind of need to get a reference to the save data handler. I really hope you guys can hear me pretty well. I tested my audio before starting the stream, but I'm not sure if it's working as intended. So if you have any problems hearing me, just let me know in the chat and I'll make sure to look into that. All right, so moving forward, we have our audio log manager, but I don't think it's makes sense to... Yeah, the audio sounds good. Okay, great. Right, so I did declare my audio log manager, but I don't think it makes any sense to actually, well, code anything for it. I can't really hear any music though, not sure if it's supposed to be there. Okay, that's fair. Guess my sidechain is pretty harsh, so let me increase desktop audio so you can hear it. -40, -45 dB seems to be alright for music. If I'm gonna be talking, it's gonna be ducked anyway. Right, so like I've said, it doesn't make any sense to code the manager when we don't even know what type of data we're working with. So the next step is actually defining what our audio log is supposed to be looking like. So let's go ahead and do that. So it's gonna be in this. It's actually a thing I named. I don't have a subfolder for my data types. That's why my radio station is in root folder, root source folder. So I guess for now I'm just gonna add it in the root. People who actually code will probably butcher me for that. I promise I'll make a separate subfolder for this later on. Alright, so let's create a new type. Let's call it audiolog.cs. And let me just add it to my root namespace for now. Like I said, I want to change it off stream, so it's not in a root folder. Alright, so again, this is going to be a type, a class extending a Godot type. This time is going to be a resource. So a resource is essentially an asset or a specifically configuration in the sense of audio logs. It's going to be essentially like a configuration file which specifies what exactly our audio log is consisting of. So for instance, I might want to add like a title for this audio log, like the sound file source, perhaps specific conditions. Like for instance, I might want to add flags. For instance, when is this audio log is a whether this audio log is a story log or is it like a optional log, and probably do things according to that. So all of these configurations are going to be in what's called a resource, specifically an audio log resource that I'm currently creating. It's going to be a global class, meaning I want to be able to essentially create it in the editor without, why are you C# files in the root folder? Excellent question. I just explained that a couple of seconds ago. Incredible. All right. So, like I said, we want to declare what the audio log is supposed to be consisting of. So obviously we want to add a name for our audio log, or in this case a title. Do we want to put a default title? I'm not sure. I guess for the sake of, not freaking out, I guess a default title will make sense. So let's go ahead and give it a default title of an audio log. Oh, that's pretty incredible title. So description. Okay, not sure if any people in here use C#. VS Code, and I have no idea if this is like a C# dev kit thing or is it a VS Code thing. But it usually gives nonsensical suggestions. Like that, like a second ago, yeah, like this. And I have no idea how to get rid of it because I never bothered to look into it. But anyway, next up, our audio log is probably consists of an audio file. So let's go ahead and put that in here, and let's call it a stream because Godot calls audio files audio streams. So it makes sense to call it a stream. Next up, do I want to add anything else for now? Is that GitHub Copilot? I don't actually use any Copilot, that's the thing. I don't use any AI tools. The thing I'm using is C# dev kit. And the thing is, I have these bogus autocomplete when using C# specifically. So I have no idea. It's probably like a C# dev kit thing. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Also from my tiny little preview, I can tell that I should probably increase the size of my code so it's visible. Yeah, I know, it's pretty annoying actually. Like, it's not Copilot, I guarantee you, because I'm not even logged into Copilot. I think I even removed all the Copilot buttons. Yeah, the only thing I'm logged into is my GitHub account, but that's it. All right, so we have our audio log class. So I guess it makes sense to compile our thing, compile my project, and start adding first audio logs. So all of the text data, all of the dialogues, radio transmissions, subtitles, all this stuff I put in my data folder. So let's go ahead and create a subfolder and call it audio logs. I know, pretty creative. And then I'm gonna create a new resource. And since our audio log resource is a global class, I can just search it up here And yep, here we go. We can create a audio log. Let's name it test audio log. My god, I can't type. Okay, test audio log.trace. And okay, I forgot to add export attributes here. Export attributes are essentially responsible for showing properties in my editor. Here we go. So, like you can see, as you can see, I have an empty audio log with a default title that we just set, and a stream that we can put in here. But there's a problem, right? We do have an first empty audio log, but we don't have any, actual audio logs. So, you know what that means? It means it's time for Reaper. It's time for Reaper. So yes, it's no longer a VS Code stream, it's a Reaper stream. So Reaper, for those who don't know, is a digital audio workstation software. In simple terms, it's an audio editor, similar to Audacity, if you've heard of it. So I have this project for all of the audio logs in the game. And I guess I can record a pretty basic test audio log. So, right, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna arm my track. Hello? Okay, I can actually hear myself double. Alright, let me disable monitoring, so I don't hear myself double. Alright, and let me record a test audio log, I guess. Are we getting any lore leaks? No, probably in a while. Alright. Do you guys have anything that you want me to make as part of audio log? I mean, as part of a test audio log, what kind of thing I can say in here? I was thinking of using like a SAM, Microsoft SAM TTS, but I guess doing it myself is much more fun. Say something freaky. I don't think I will. Maybe for a different project in the future. Actually, how many viewers do we have? 4. Right, we have config in the chat. Hi config. Something freaky. Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything like that. Okay, I guess I'm gonna come up with something on my own. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, they're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that gonna stumble upon it in the future, so they know that there's like this big threat monster coming to kill us all. So yeah, I mean, watch out guys, it's coming, I'm dying, it's gonna be here in approximately now. Tell my family I love them. Yeah, see ya. Okay. Oh my god. Let me actually boost it, normalize it to a peak of -6 dB. Oh, it actually lower drop. Yeah, it's lore. It's lore. Yeah, make sure to create like start making like an official wiki with like story details and trivia. This is part of the lore. It's 100% official. Okay, let's listen to what I just recorded. Oh my god, they're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that gonna stumble upon it in the future, so they know that there's like this big threat monster coming to kill us all. So yeah, I mean, watch out guys,
It's coming. I'm dying. It's gonna be here in approximately now. Tell my family I love them. Yeah, see ya.
Yo, we have Erasus in the chat. Hi, how you doing? Glad you came by. Okay, so I guess this works perfectly as an audio log. I don't know, you know, it's so scary to actually make my skin shiver. I actually got chills on my spine right now. This is probably the scariest audio log. I mean, Bioshock and Soma, they're probably nothing compared to this. Okay, let's export this as a log file. We're gonna export time selection, and the file name is going to be scarylog.ogg. I'm doing okay. How are you and the stream? I'm very glad that you're doing okay. I'm doing good. I'm just not exactly used to streaming, so I'm trying my absolute hardest not to fumble, I guess. It's kind of nervous because this time it's people watching me doing whatever I'm doing. Vorbis, yeah, it's OGG Vorbis, not Opus Vorbis. Yeah, we are doing Vorbis. All right, let's. I'm shaking in my chair right now. It's too scary. Yeah, I know this is a horror game. It's supposed to be scary. I'm glad you. Okay. Right, so I've got my audio log sound file, and let me put into my. Realizing I have a bit of couple of temporary joke things visible. All right. Okay, let me create another sounds audio logs. Let me put the sound in there. But what does DXP mean? You mean something in YouTube or in the game? Because I'm not sure what you're talking about. Alright, here's our audio log.
Oh my god, I'm gonna stumble upon it. It's gonna be here in...
Yeah, it's working as intended. And now I can actually add it as a sound file that will play. And I guess we're gonna title it test audio log. Yep. YouTube, I assume. What the hell is this? Is that indeed? I'll gonna be honest, I have no idea. It's been such a long time since I've streamed. There's a bunch of useless changes. I can see like crowns next to people's nicknames. I have no idea what that means. Oh, okay, so when I press the... Okay, look at this. When I press the crown, I actually can see like some sort of like a fun leaderboard. I have no idea what this means. So I'm guessing it's... You can chat, and the more you chat, the more XP you get, and so I can see people, the most active people, I guess? I'm not sure. We got an official YouTube chat XP bot before Discord. I'll tell you what, we actually got official YouTube chat XP before GTA 6, yeah. That's how cool that is. Alright, so we have our first audio log, and now what exactly do we want our audio log manager to do? So, similarly to what I already have, let me just show you what I mean. So, in case of other systems in the game, for example, items, I have a separate manager that essentially acts like a database, right? It just contains like a list of available items that you can access through methods. Nothing too fancy. It does do like very minimal init stuff, and that's about it. So I'm guessing audio log manager is gonna be something similar, except instead of using numerical IDs for logs, I guess it's gonna be more convenient to use string IDs. And speaking of IDs, I think it makes sense to add this to my audio log type as well. Public string ID ID. And I'm going to set it to a log test, for example. You should fire DNSOF and develop the game with ChatGPT. You know what? That's actually a fair point. Yeah, I mean, AI is the future, I guess. Like, why have people when we can just use AI everywhere? Why do I have to code it myself when I could just type a couple of prompts? I'm kidding, by the way. Just don't take it as me supporting AI. But I'd rather die than use that replace AI with myself, or the other way around, I guess. Never mind, I get it. That is indeed correct, Speeve. I apologize for my mistake. 6 dots. Damn. Alright, continuing. Let me just add a dictionary for storing all of my audio logs. This is going to be a dictionary from Godot. And dictionary is essentially... And the closest real-life analogy to a dictionary is like a contact list, right? So whenever you want to make a call and you don't know the person's number, it's easier for you to look up this person's say name and access the phone number in there instead of actually memorizing stuff. And so essentially what I'm doing here is that I'm associating logs with their name so I can easily access them in the future, if that makes sense to you. This is going to be an export as well, because I want to register my audio logs in the editor as well. So I want to add them to my list of available logs this way. Available logs as in available in the game. As in, the list, like a sort of like a database of like all the logs available. Right. And that's gonna be this for now. And now that I think about it, I think this means that my audio log manager can be a CS file. I probably need to make a scene for it, yeah. So let me go into my scenes folder, look for my singletons, create new scene audio log manager. It's gonna be a node, and I'm just gonna add a script for my audio log manager to this audio log manager. Hope this makes sense. And for the key, it's going to be the thing we have for an ID for the test log, which is log test, and the value is going to be our test audio log from the file system. Except I just like, oh my god, thanks. Except I missed. What? Okay. Okay, so watch this. This is like a tiny pet peeve I have with Godot. So for certain things I need to double click, but for this specific window, and this specific window only, I have to single press it, and then it just picks it. So that's a little annoying. I got convinced by the other side and switched to a Firefox-based browser recently because I saw good UI. What's the other side? Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Now that we've done this, I can just go into my scenes, singletons, audio log manager, and add it like that. This is going to be, like I've said, somewhere after our save data handler has finished loading. So probably in there. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be an independent system anyway. So, all right. And I forgot to add a static instance property. So I can actually, get... Oh my god, I can type today. Private set. And I'm gonna assign an instance to this. Whenever we whenever we ready up, whenever our game gets loaded, essentially, we want to assign an instance of this audio log to be accessible everywhere. The other side, being a Firefox user, someone mentioned Z browser, which is like Arc browser, but no AI bullshit and open source. I'll be completely honest, I'm not really familiar with all of the browser shenanigans going on. I just use Firefox. Been using Firefox for like, I don't know, a couple of years now, and I'm not complaining. I have never looked into Z, Arc, whatever, Libre, Wolf, whatever. So now that we've done this, I guess the next step is to... I guess I can add a method to actually get our audio logs. So let's go ahead and do that. Try get audio log string ID. And this method, you guessed it. Actually, I wonder if we even need to do that. Can I just expose a read-only dictionary? Except I'm... Yeah, except it's gonna... Okay, well, I guess we can just do it this way. Logs and just... I guess... Okay. Need to add a type here. I guess I can just do this. No need to... But maybe I want to return some sort of like an error message, like return a default audio log. Because I feel like if I do it this way, then all of the error checking will be done per whatever is trying to access it. So in all the places I'm trying to access logs, I need to create like some sort of like a guard clause or whatever. So I guess it's better to do it here. But then, yeah, what if I want to return like a default audio log? Like instead of... Oh my god, I think I'm overthinking this one. I think I'm just gonna create a method for it anyway and just leave the logs as like an accessible thing. In case I'd need it, I guess. So, try get audio log. So first thing we want to check is if our logs dictionary contains try get value. Like, I mean, this entire method can be just, you know, this. So, I mean, do I want to make a separate method? Okay, never mind. Guess we're not doing it then. Alright, so we have a list of logs that we can access. But then, on the other hand, maybe I want... Because my goal is to also have this entire thing savable, because I don't want my audio logs to suddenly be... Well, I kind of need to save them, right? Because I unlocked them and it would be kind of convenient if I save them somewhere. And now I'm not sure if I want to do this in Audio Log Manager or, you know, on the radio itself. Never mind, okay. Just starting... let's just, you know, take it slow and easy, right? Just no need to overthink this. So let me close the... How do I close my sidebar? I forgot to... yeah, I guess I can just... Okay, here we go. I don't want to do this in the radio class, so I guess I'm just gonna make a separate thing. Oh, I kind of missed a couple of chat messages. Okay, I use Firefox because it makes my laptop get nice and hot during the autumn and winter months. True, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a convenient feature, right? You kind of save on heaters. Makes it easier to type. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. If it's warm and your fingers don't shake, it's gonna be easier to do this. So true. Discord somehow maxes out my GPU on Firefox if I use one of the Gradient Nitro themes while doing literally anything other than idling. You know what? I heard Firefox actually has some problems with gradients. It's either banding issues. Well, I heard there's like banding issues on Firefox, on gradients when you use Firefox. But I also won't be surprised if by some chance it also means certain performance problems. I'm not sure, but I just heard stuff like this before. Alright, so continuing. Let me quickly open my player. Let me go into my radio control. And I guess for the radio control, log monitor UI. Yeah, guess I want to go here. And now the question is, well, okay, I think I'm gonna follow the convention that I established. So the log monitor UI will have a dependency in the form of some sort of like a log player, log, so some sort of like a log object that just, you know, provides you with a list of logs that you unlocked, allows you to query them, whatever. I think they recently added dithering to gradients on Firefox actually. Oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I did hear that there's some sort of like a problem with gradients on Firefox. Not sure what exactly. That's what I mean. All right, so let me just add a child node to my radio control. Let's call it. Okay, we already have an audio log manager. So how about? Audio log controller? I don't know. I haven't said this, but as a heads up, I'm not a software engineer. I've never worked on any enterprise software. I'm just a game developer, okay? Most of the time I'm just doing things the first time it came up into my mind. I don't have like this genius architecture in my brain. I didn't plan out this entire thing to be scalable and maintainable in the future. So if you see me doing stuff like this, please keep in mind I'm not a paid programmer, right? I'm just a hobbyist essentially. So audio log controller, let's add into my entities namespace, and well, what our audio log is going to be controlling? Well, obviously we need a reference to our audio log manager, and whenever this entity gets loaded into our map, we want to get an instance of that manager, right? Dot instance. Noted, I will be sure to slander you for every tiny mistake now. Mods, can we please ban this guy? Oh right, I'm the only mod. I still haven't gotten to that level yet, okay? Maybe one day. I really want to make streams more, regular thing. Alright. Manager, and then we just gonna... get logs? I don't know, Daniel streamer arc. Yeah, it's starting today actually. It's starting today. I'm becoming a streamer. This video game development stuff is pretty cool, but I've been thinking I could be making much more money off of donations. I mean, I could just spend my time sitting here talking for 2 to 3 hours straight, just spewing nonsense and hoping that I have some controversial take and people gonna make clips of that and post it on all over Twitter, and it's gonna be quote tweets saying "ooh, based," and that this way I can get all of my engagements, attention, money. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not planning to do this anytime soon. Yet. Okay, like I said, I'll just do it the first way it's gonna work. All of the refactoring optimizations, you know, cleaning of the smell is something I do much after. So my goal is to just do this. I mean, but again, why am I doing a methods? It's just gonna be a property. Be honest. Okay, be honest. If you got sponsored to gamble on stream for $1 million, would you do it? I feel like if I answer to this question with a yes, people gonna clip it and slander me for that in, I don't know, 5 years or something like this. So to do it quote-unquote morally correct way, I'm just gonna answer no. But yes, if it was $1 million, okay, no, I'm just kidding. $1 billion indeed, yes. Right. Again, I could just... I guess I could just... Yeah, I guess I can just make it a property. All logs, I guess. And this is going to be... Oh my god. Okay, manager dot logs dot is values, and by default we will, if that's null, we're gonna just do a new list. Why? Cannot create an instance. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yep. Enumerable. Am I missing tools here? Yeah. So yeah, I just added a property. By default, it will get a list of logs from the manager. If there's none, I'm just gonna return an empty list. Again, please do not murder me for my abilities. Okay, I'm just trying something here. Okay, so the actual controller is going to be responsible for playing the... Yeah, okay, so this makes sense. So now, as part of an audio log controller, I can add a child audio stream player, 3D, which will actually play the logs. Here we go. So this makes sense. Alright, so, I don't know, log player. And I want to have a reference to this audio stream player, as a matter of fact. That would be pretty useful, because I need to know which sound player to use. Sound speaker, I mean. In Godot, audio stream player 3D is essentially a speaker that plays sound. It's an equivalent of like audio source in Unity, for example. Alright, and now I guess I can just create a method like play log, which accepts an instance of audio log. And we can just do log player.play audio log.stream. Not convert. Oh yeah, because play accepts an offset in seconds. So first I have to set the stream to audiolog.stream. Oh my god, audiolog.stream, and we're gonna leave this empty for now. Right? So yes, now it's time to actually set up our log player, so it plays the thing properly. So the bus is going to be, I'm not sure if radio. Guess I have to make a separate bus for this. Since radio, okay, so for those who don't do audio buses are essentially, think of audio buses as like separate, how do I call this? What's the closest real life alternative? So essentially, audio buses allow me to separate audio. So think of audio buses like as like folders on your computer. So you can store pretty much all of your stuff in one desktop folder, right? But it's gonna be like a huge mess. So for instance, what if you're looking for homework and it's gonna be pretty difficult to, you know, find the notes with your homework and open Word and edit it this way. It's gonna be really inconvenient because you have to pretty much find it in a heap of a bunch of files. Audio buses essentially is the same thing, a similar thing. So instead of playing everything in some main channel, right? I can just split all of my audio into logical folders, so to say. So, for example, I have an SFX group. SFX, you guessed it, plays all the SFX sounds. Speech, well, you guessed it, it's all the speech sounds that I have. It's all the dialogue, it's all the things. Music, you guessed it, music is where all of my music is being played, right? World SFX is something that's more concrete, because like with the folders on your computer, you can create subfolders, and World SFX is essentially a subfolder. It's part of SFX. Same goes for my rover bus, which is all the sounds playing for my rover, and so on and so forth. Alright, does Godot not have like a play one-shot method like in Unity that just lets you play a single stream instead of setting it as the stream for the audio player? No, as far as I know not, but Godot has polyphonic streams, but in any case you need to create a separate object to play your sound. If I'm not mistaken, and I mean you can implement an equivalent of that in Godot, but it has to be some sort of like a static method that spawns audio source and sets a stream, plays it, you know. But no, it's there's no such thing by default. All right, so I wanted to add a bus for my audio logs, so let's go ahead and do that. We created a new folder for our audio logs, and you guessed it, I'm gonna name it audio logs. And audio logs is part of my rover. I see, a bit of a shame. I mean, it's not something I probably use. I mean, if I need don't think it will actually make my life easier, because, I mean, it's still like a big deal to me. Just have a bunch of audio sources. Okay, so it won't have any effects. And yeah, another thing about all these buses is that I can just put effects on them. So the radio has a bunch of effects like this distortion, compressor, you know, I can just put all of these effects. Same goes for my, you know, reverb buses. I can just put like reverb to make an illusion it's like big space, for example. Yeah, so that's how it works basically. So I want to add my log player to audio logs, and I guess I can't. Just realized I can't move my audio. Oh, okay, never mind, I guess I can. So let me put it next to radio so it makes logical sense. Except as you can see, the UI is a bit awkward for this part. Okay, so area masks. I don't want it detecting any area, so I can pretty much make it blank. Autoplay playing. I guess I don't want to have any attenuation since it's, you know, it's in a fixed position rover. I don't think it makes any sense to put any attenuation. Volume and stuff like this, I guess we can eyeball in the future. Okay, so let me compile my code and let me assign my log player to my audio log controller so we can actually play stuff. And now let's move to my log monitor UI. As you can see, I already have a simple script for it, mostly just as a workaround, because you know, I had to make it work with my buttons. So that's a pretty minimal script. I just wanted to do UI stuff. So normally in Godot, all of the UI controls are using your actual system controls, and I kind of wanted to make it play nicely with my custom ones. So let me add the reference to my log controller in here as well. Let me add a reference to my audio controller as well, so we can actually get a list from of audio logs in here. And I just realized my log monitor UI isn't in any namespace. That would be a good idea to actually add it. projectscalendar.ui. It's gonna be a part of UI. So we're gonna add the reference to our audio log controller. And let's go ahead and create a method for updating all of my elements. So to explain what I'm about to do, essentially for now, at least, like I said, I don't want to, I don't think I'll have any time to make it nice and pretty. We'll see. The stream has already been going on for an hour, and I just, you know, barely started. Currently, I want to implement it in a way as like a list of buttons of like audio log titles. So you press a button, it plays a log. That's pretty much it. So there's no, you know, fancy UI, no, spectrum analyzers, you know, stuff like this. I really want to flesh out this radio, right? I promise you, it won't be just a list of buttons. It's just for now, my goal is to implement a feature. So let's go ahead and clean my list containing the buttons, because I don't need them. And because my log monitor UI will do it for me. It's gonna populate this list with data from log controller. So, speaking of, probably want to add a reference to my container. So it actually knows what container to populate with my buttons with. Type of what? Type what? Oh, all right, makes sense. Okay, since I added it to wait, radio. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. And I just noticed it has has necessary imports, so I mean, usings. So I'm just gonna remove them. All right, continuing. Log monitor UI. Yeah, so update elements, and I'm guessing, as I said, it's gonna be just buttons. I'm guessing I could just do simple for each loop, var log in, or maybe log in controller dot all logs. And first things first, I want to add like some sort of like a null check. So if controller is null, then I just gonna, oh my god, what is going on? Why the moment I suddenly stream I just can't seem to know how to type. Okay, gd push error. Control audio log controller is null. That's a bad thing, and we're not gonna do anything about it. So for each var log in controller, so essentially for each audio log, we want to add a new button. So var button equals new button. This button will contain text of log's title, and I guess we want to... Good luck implementing TS. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to log in for a bit, so unfortunately I'll have to leave the stream. It's okay. Good luck logging in on whatever you'll need to log in. Hope you had a... Oh my god. Hope you had a great time, and see you around. If else IOA. Yes, I know it's... I I literally just came back from home from work and I'm pretty tired, and it's also, you know, me streaming. I'm kind of nervous, so I'm bound to mess up. All right. So now we need to also detect whenever I press a specific button. So I'll create a private method. I guess button collect. It's okay, I was making fun of the autocomplete lol. Yeah, I know. It's fine, I'm not taking it seriously anyway, so I mean... Okay, so I created button click. I also keep forgetting Godot has this new feature called metadata. So normally I would create a separate script for a button, which will contain like an ID for the audio log. Which would be silly, because why would I create a separate script just to contain some data? But with Godot 4, we have this thing called metadata. And you guessed it, it's a way to store data on objects. So I can essentially create like a string, say, well, imagine it's a button, right? I can create a string on my button called log ID, and I can store it in there. So whenever my button sends a signal, which is saying I got clicked, I can just look up this, log. Except I'm not sure. Except I need a reference to this button anyway. Can I just do a lambda in here? That's a good question, because, well, I can do a lambda, except the problem is I'm not sure how it will be resource managed, right? Because the thing is, using signals or events is really scary, because by default, C#, okay, so without going too much into technical details, because again, I'm trying to make it as user-friendly as possible. I mean, as non-programmer friendly as possible. So the thing, whenever you program in a language, right, you need to manage memory, because you need some data, and this data needs to be stored somewhere. The thing is, whenever you, for every object you create, for every variable you declare and stuff like this, it takes up some of the RAM on your computer, right? And the thing is, this memory gets automatically managed by your programming language in case of C#. So the C#, normally you would delete this specific thing from the memory, or create this specific thing in memory, or like, I guess, create space for this thing in memory. In case of C#, this process is done pretty much manually, right? So you don't have to think when you want to delete certain thing from your memory, right? This is done as a simplification step, so you don't have to worry that you gonna delete something accidentally from the memory, for example. But it also means that for certain parts that the language itself can figure out what to do with them, you can accidentally, create a bunch of memory. The language sees it's being used by events, and it literally won't do anything about it. It will just sit around and waste space. So that's what I'm worried about, is that I'll connect a signal and it will think these buttons, even if I remove them, are still in memory somewhere, right? And will never remove them. I really hope whatever I'm saying makes any sense, okay? I'm trying my best. It's my first time streaming in 2 years, okay? So, gonna connect a signal name of, well, I guess it's in button signal name, pressed. And apparently name can be simplified. Oh, thank you very much. Simplify. Wow, that simplifies things a lot, actually. Yeah, thank you. And for callable, it can be a lambda, from what I know. So for my lambda, it's going to be button collect button, like so. Will it work? That's the question. Okay. Cannot convert lambda expression to type callable because it is not a okay, so I actually have to... I can do this with the connect syntax. Okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense because... but if I do button.pressed plus equals this a lambda, yeah, this will work, but this will be kinda awkward to then deal with. So what can I do in this case? Because in my other parts I just actually return a button's ID in my signal. Huh. I really don't want to make a separate script for this button. I really don't. How do I handle this? Okay, maybe I can just Godot signal custom parameters using signals. Is there a way to make this less ugly? Extra call arguments, yeah, okay, I was thinking about that, but can I do this with my signals bound through code? Godot connect extra call arguments. Let me go inside this connect and let me look at all of the match whole word. Yeah, that's what I want. I have flags. Connect. Oh, is that it? So I'm guessing I can just string name signal. What do flags do? Wait. Para signals. Optional flags can be also added to configure the connection's behavior. Connect flags. Let's look at docs, I guess. Godot connect flags. Godot connect flags. Connect flags. Okay, so that is not useful at all, as a matter of fact. Huh. So how does it... Is there any examples of the thing I'm trying to do? Custom signals or C# events? No, that's not what I... Well, the thing is, again, I'm not exactly sure how it works. Again, it's not really... So what I'm saying is, in this case, they have an example of a lambda here. So they bind a lambda to a given signal. If you encounter object disposed exception while handling a signal, you might be missing a signal disconnection. See disconnecting automatically. Yeah, this is what I was wondering about. This too plus custom arguments. Alright. But what about lambdas? Alright, okay. When a signal receiver is freed while the signal emitter is still alive. The signal is connected to a lambda expression that captures a variable. Automatic disconnection is totally reliable if a signal emitter is freed before. The signal emitter is freed before any of its receivers are freed. So if I can just... So if I do that, that probably means I need to... So if I do a lambda and pass my button as an argument, probably... You know what? I want to try it. Wait, oh wait, never mind, there's an example here. Okay. No, okay, so there's an example, great. My time at the timeout. This lambda, okay. Yep, okay, so it's not gonna... God damn it. Okay, so it's not gonna just... Oh my god. So let me just look up base button. Maybe there's like a... Signals. Well, I guess we are making a script then. I guess we're making a script. Or not. Aww. Okay, I guess we're making a script then. Okay, fine. Fine. You got me. Well, the good thing about it, about this case, is I don't think I have to make a separate scene for it, so that's a little less annoying. So I guess I can just go to single, yeah, UI, create new, script, log button, or more precisely, actually let's give it log button. It's gonna be consistent with log monitor. Yep. So it's not gonna inherit node, it's gonna inherit a button, and I want to create a signal here. Called Okay, never mind. Let me just try the simple solution, right? Like I've said, we can just do a lambda in here. Let's just see if it works first, right? Don't want to spend 10 billion hours just reading docs. It's pretty boring, right? I'll fix it off the stream, I guess. So button, we created lambda, and we're just gonna pass button. And in this case, it's supposed to be button pressed to match the convention. Button pressed button. Button, it's supposed to be button and unpressed. Oh my god, pressed, yes. There we go. And semicolon here. And then in button pressed, I want to get my audio log ID, and I can do this by button.getMeta, getMeta, or hasMeta, yeah, hasMeta. So if my button, actually a good idea is also to make a private read-only or a const string. Reading docs for 3 hours is the true software development experience. Yes, I mean it's a programming stream. It's gonna be boring anyway. I mean, I'm trying my best to make it entertaining, but it's all pain and suffering, kids. Don't do programming, okay? You're gonna spend time reading stuff about buttons clicking, and if they do things whenever you click them and or not. I mean, it's crazy. Private const string, I guess. Well, log ID meta name. Something like this, right? So if button has meta, it doesn't have metadata that we gonna put on it. We're just gonna push an error saying log button doesn't have any meta for log ID, right? So, and in here, we want to add meta. So button set, do we have add meta? I guess set meta. Set meta, string name is gonna be log ID meta name. And the value is going to be log.id. Log.id. So when we press a button, we are going to get our audio log ID stored on that button. Get meta, log ID meta name. Can I... default. I guess I don't want to put any default in here. Is there... Oh my god, the person insert key. Is there like an override? Okay, I mean, can I just... No, I don't think I can. So I'm guessing you're just going to do this. Oh yeah. Like so? I mean, I guess this could work. And then we're just gonna create a signal on our log monitor UI. And it's going to be public. It's gonna be called delicate void log play requested. I guess it's going to be more generic because more precisely it's log button pressed event, right? But what if I want to have a separate UI, for instance, and it's no longer buttons or that's some other thing? I think it works, right? String audio, and the parameter for the signal is going to be an audio log ID to play. So now we can go emit signal name dot log play requested, and the parameter is going to be the ID of the audio log. I guess I can just name my variable more precisely so it's a bit more understandable. What the hell is this? Right? So yeah, and we are going to update elements on the start of our game. I mean, not at the start of our game, but whenever this log monitor UI gets created. Yeah, but audio log controller accepts an instance of an audio log. I guess I can just do both. So I can do an audio log instance thing, and I can just add a method for playing by ID. Log ID. And in this case, I'm going to just do manager.logs.tryGetValue, yeah. If we don't have any audio log, I guess audio log. Okay, let's follow the some sort of like convention here. If we don't have any audio logs with this ID, again, that's why I wanted to add this stuff to my audio manager, because like now I need to do error checking on my controller instead of like maybe I want to use audio log somewhere else. But anyway, let's just print an error saying audio log with ID. Log ID doesn't exist, and it's pretty bad. And I guess we won't do anything in this case, and I can just do play log audio log. Guess that makes sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and recompile our project. Oh, failed to build. What the hell is going on? What's happening? Where? Oh yeah, because I created... Oh my god, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, let me just remove that. And good thing I just remembered about it, but... Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot I wanted to remove that annoying intro thing. Animation player. Intro, don't play it. Go away. Here we go. In the future I want to add a setting to skip all the intros. I don't play them, but... Okay, so... Alright, so gonna set a container for logs. Now let me go into radio control, go into my log monitor UI, assign, well, first things first I want to save it, but then in my radio control I want to assign an audio log controller here. Makes sense? Makes sense. And now when I play the game... Nothing will happen. And I know why, yeah. Because I have these defaults, yeah. The animation. Now it should work, yeah. Okay, let me load my game. There's an error. Null reference exception. Audio log control 11. Log monitor UI. And I think I know why. You know why? Because my... That's the thing I kind of dislike about Godot. Is that what will happen when I just change the order of these objects? Watch this. It's magically fixed! Oh my god! No reference exceptions! It's because my audio log controller gets loaded first now, and it can actually get an instance for manager, and you know, and only then my log monitor UI gets loaded and it can update the elements. Except I still have no idea what why does it oh yeah, okay, because I haven't added the button to the container. Silly me. Yep. Oh my god. Now it will work, I hope. Yep. Oh. Yep. I forgot to connect my signals. Log play requested, and I'm gonna connect it to my audio log controller play log. Is there a way to attach the debugger without jumping through like 20 hoops? Yes, there is. In fact, I have it set up. I can show. I don't know if I can show my config for that. I'm kind of scared it's gonna have some like private things. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do. It's just there's no docs on it. I just had to look into GitHub issues and Reddit and stuff like this to figure it out. Oh. Well, I guess it's a debugger time. Yeah, fair. I guess it's a debugger time. Okay, that's breakpoint for something else. Oh. Okay, let me remove all these unrelated. Oh. Did it not add a signal? Why is it not being called? Why? What's the reason? You know what? Let's put a breakpoint here. So it does. Which a signal. I mean, bind a signal. Gets in there, but. Oh, wait. You know why? Wait, no. Huh? You know why? Wanna know why? It's because I probably didn't code, hold on a sec. It's probably because I didn't code the OK button. Yeah, I think that's the reason. It just doesn't do anything, so let's go ahead and fix it. Public void OK pressed. OK pressed. So, what will happen when we press OK? Let's see what happens whenever we press our currently existing movement keys. Because it's been a while since I coded that. Right pressed, down pressed. Yeah, it just calls the... But on what? On radio control? Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm just implementing the thing I'm already implemented. It doesn't work for whatever reason. So... No, that's the old radio control. Oh my god. I should probably remove it. Okay, pressed. Send action. Okay, action. What? God damn it, I love this stuff. There's an extra C in the input action names. That's why it didn't trigger. If that's the reason why, that's hilarious. If that's the reason why, that would be really funny. Okay, let's check it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the reason.
They're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna stumble upon it in the future, so they know that there's like this big threat monster coming to kill us all. So yeah, I mean, watch out guys, it's coming, I'm dying, it's gonna be here in approximately now. Tell my family I love them. Yeah, see ya. Oh my god, they're like, oh my god.
Alright, you know what? I think I have a bit more time left. I think what we want to implement next is pausing. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is that we could probably like add like a little thing at the bottom, which is like now playing and the log name. Let's go ahead and do that. That'd be fun. Right? I could just add like control at the bottom, or I guess I can just do well, a panel container, so it's like has like a background. It's gonna be white bottom, and let's call it now playing. And now playing will have a VBucks container. Okay, and the VBucks container is going to contain a title. Yeah, something like this. Now playing, and then log name. Well, maybe like this. Maybe now playing will be this neutral color, and then log name will be the same color as my active color here. Something like this, yeah. What else I can add? What else can I add? Well, what do we have? What do we expect of a typical audio player? We also want to know how long it takes to play, right? That would be kind of convenient, I suppose. Knowing how long it takes and what time we in. Okay, so maybe I need to add another VBox container, except both of them will be a parent of an HBox container. And the first one is going to be log name container. And the other is going to be play controls container, I guess. Yeah. And then we can change our sizing properties. And in this play controls container, we're gonna add a label again. This time, let's put some sort of a debug thing here. Well, maybe not a... Okay, maybe this one's... okay, an HBox again, and then we put current time label. I need gapless playback in my video game audio log player. I don't think I can do that. I'm not that smart. Current time and log. Wait, current time log time, I guess. Make it, I don't know, something like this. There needs to be some sort of like a separator, obviously. So, vertical separator between the two. Oh, it's hideous. It's so ugly. But it's fine, okay? It's fine. It's just placeholder stuff. Okay, so now playing will be hidden by default. But I guess let's just take a look at how it looks in-game, right? That'll be pretty useful. I mean, it's... I think a slash there might... Yeah, I agree, yeah. Instead of adding like a... this thing I can just do. A slash in here, yeah, you're right. Or maybe... Why does it... What? Why does it render... Okay. Okay, I guess it's a slash then. I guess it works.
Oh my god, they are
It's so bad. Okay. But for some reason my audio is still playing. Oh, you know why? It's because it's a part of a... It's not... it doesn't have any transform parent. It has to be a transform parent of a... yeah. Because it's a node, it doesn't have a transform, so it won't pass it to a log player. So now it's going to be playing properly. Watch this. Well, from a different... proper direction.
oh my god, they are...
Yeah.
They're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record it.
Okay, that's fixed. And then let's go ahead and add our things. I'm guessing... okay, so how do I properly separate this? Because I don't feel like I want to set all of these things in a separate control. I mean, that's in log monitor UI. I mean, that's kind of... I don't want to add another reference to like 2 references to labels in here. So I guess what I can do... I guess I can make this a separate scene. With a separate script. Or maybe not make a separate scene, but like add a separate script. Yeah. Attach script. Source UI. Now playing UI. Right? And in here, I want to do... I don't know... update states, I guess. Update state, and let's just say float current time, or I mean... now playing state. I guess, I don't know. Current time gets set. Well, I mean like a record. Whatever. Current time float, log time. And what else? Yeah, well, title. Uppercase. Yep, and then a bunch of references in here. So, log title label, current time label, log time label. And then let me build this thing real quick and assign all of my references. So log time label, log name, log title. Wow, I love when I follow convention. Log title is gonna be log title, current time is gonna be current time, log time label, log time. Okay. So update state. So for our log title, that text, we obviously gonna use state.title, right? For our... Now this is getting interesting because I have to somehow, you know, format this time. So do I actually do a float in here? Because I can just do... Maybe not daytime, what's the... No, not a time span, I forgot how the... Guess daytime? It's data... No, I don't think that's... Time span... Is that it? A time interval. Maybe? Maybe time span, yeah. And then we can just do current time label.text. How do I format time span? Wait a sec. Time span format C#. Duration. Time span is usually used for durations and that sort of stuff, yeah. The number, okay, I see. So I'm guessing I can just... Huh. Okay, so... We can do current time... Is this how I do it? Wait, how do I... Like this? Wait. Current time minutes? Like this? Yeah. then well, I guess I can just wait. What does single M do? Number of minutes, which ranges from 00 to 59. That's not what I want to. I know for certain that some when I do uppercase format names, it's just gonna return something else. General long. Okay, let's just do it this way. So it's gonna be minutes and then state that current time seconds like this. Yep. Right. And then I just wish I could just config. Is there a way to make this thing like a string, so I don't have to copy paste this? I kind of wish I could just make like a read-only string here, which is like, I don't know, like time format, and then just, you know, because I don't feel like doing this kind of stuff, right? Using the C style string formatting. For now, I guess I'm just gonna... timestamp probably has a format method. Or to string my... Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right, wait. That could be it, yeah. Try format. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it wants me to provide a destination. Okay, to string, fine. To string. What if I... Okay, I see. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. So now I can just... wait a second. Now... I can just... I guess I can just... Wait, I guess I can just... Now do... Time format? Oh my god. Like... this? And put it in here, right? And then it's gonna work. Time format, yeah, and log time label that text state that log time that to string time format. Like this, maybe? Yeah, I guess we'll see if it works or not. Okay, so moving on. I need to somehow pass all this stuff in here. So I'm guessing I'm just gonna do... Now playing UI. Now playing UI. And then... Maybe I want to add a signal here. Okay, so... Play log, then I want to obviously add the public void pause, or to be precise, pause current. Pause current. This will do log player that's playing false. For now, just this public, and then public void resume current, I guess. Log player that's playing equals true, and for both of these I want to call a signal. So first one is going to be on, or I guess pause event handler. Second one is going to be resumed event handler, right? And For the next one, it's going to be signal public delegate void log played event handler. And the parameter is going to be a log ID. Post event handler. Okay, stop. Stop immediately, please. I don't. When log played and then log ID. What's wrong? Oh, okay, it's supposed to be emit signal. I'm sorry, no, it's fine. It's just I don't want any of this stuff on my. I'm just kidding. Mods, ban this guy, okay? Why am I doing? Okay, here we go. That'll be a funny double signal call. Okay, now whenever no, don't ban me. You're gonna get banned. Alright, no, well, now let's add me. Now let's add. Actually, why do I need it if I have it right here? Maybe I could just... Okay, you know what? Instead of public bool, let's just add a property in here, and it's playing, and it's going to be a log player that's playing, and if it's null, I'm just gonna return false. Right? Right. And so, in my log monitor UI, if I press a button and controller is playing, maybe I want to also add the currently playing audio log, right? Audio log currently playing. Current log, I guess. Current log, and the current log is going to be stored in a private variable here. Current log. Listening. Oh, I wasn't aware you're still in the chat, still watching the stream. It's so boring. Like, it's just some guy just coding. What is he doing? What is going on? It's nerd stuff. I can sleep watching this stuff, right? Like, imagine people enjoying this stuff and unironically and get paid for that. Okay, I mean the programming thing part. I mean, people do enjoy watching streamers, I guess, but okay. So when we play a log, I want to store it for the time being, and then I want to return it in here. And if it's null, well, how do I handle this case? I guess I don't cope. Oh, I don't have nullables enabled. Maybe I could add like a default log, audio log.empty, I guess, but I don't know. Right, so if our controller is playing and controller.currentLog.id is audio log ID, I want to pause it. And okay, so first things first, I want to button log ID, make a distinction here, and then I just gonna create a like a variable for my current log to type controller.current log. That's yeah. Okay, that is nice. Okay, that's a bit nicer. if we're playing and we're pressing the button that's already playing, we want to essentially pause current. Okay, maybe instead of doing this, I just don't feel like, you know, doing if, else, all this stuff. Pause current. Yeah, if we're playing. Oh my god, then it's... Oh my god, yeah, nah. Maybe I can just do it... I don't know. Do I actually... Yonder they've been coming. Oh my god, I don't like this. I don't like this. Okay. Log play. You know what? Okay. I just don't really like... Oh my god, I just don't feel like doing, you know, else if controller is not playing and current log ID is button log ID. Like, what the hell is this? Don't wanna do that. Well, I guess in this case I can just leave it like that, I suppose, but... Else, if it's not playing, we are going to resume it. Wow. Yeah, but what about the signal call? What about the signal calling then? Maybe I'll not call any signal. I'm just gonna... Okay, well, okay. Maybe I will call the signal. Hold on a sec. Well, maybe I will call the signal if controller doesn't have a current log. That makes sense, right? Yeah, but what's... Yeah, maybe the precisely is going to be current log. If the current log's ID is not equal to button log's ID, then we will play the... Then we're gonna call the signal. Because it essentially means the currently playing log isn't the one that is being pressed, then just play a new one. Right? Right. Let's test it. It's probably gonna fail horribly wrong. It's gonna fail horribly. But whatever. Stop. Okay, thanks. Wow, error. We have a null reference exception, EP. Oh, because the current log is null in here, so I'm gonna check if current log is not null. And I hate this. I hate this so much. Because, Maybe I can just... Okay. Can't you do current log? It is not... Oh my god, yeah, you're right. I'm just fried. Thanks. Yeah. Oh my god. I was gonna throw a null exception here, but... maybe? Let's see. I mean, maybe I can... hold on a sec, since... maybe I could just do add another property here. Say current log ID, and it's gonna be current log dot ID, and and if it's null, I'm just gonna do string that empty. This could work as well. And instead of doing current log, you can just do current log ID and compare that. But anyway.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They are
Guys?
Oh my god. They are
Okay. Current log is not... Oh? Okay, debugger time. Debugger time. Okay, this makes sense.
oh my god. They are
Huh?
they're like I'm gonna die in like oh my god.
What? Oh! Bruh, okay. Yeah, okay, so... Alright, so whenever... Okay, so... To demonstrate what the hell is going on. So, what we are doing essentially... What we're essentially doing is that... Okay, let's simulate what's happening, right? So, this is the property I'm changing, right? Playing.
Oh my god. They are
Now it's false, and then...
oh my god. They are
So I have to save the... Yeah, okay, so I get it. So I have to save the offset. And then play it from that offset. That's gonna be a pausing thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Current log offset. Make another float, property here. Current log offset... Or I guess time, fine. It's gonna be current log time, fine. Oh my god. Current log time. And let's just return current log time. And in my pause, I'm just gonna do log player dots. Is this a property in the... It's been a while since I've done this. Is this a property in the audio stream player or on a stream itself? Let's figure this out. Playback time, playing position. That's not what I need. I'm guessing it's a thing on a stream then. Stream, get length, no, it's not that. Get length. Get int. Docs time, Godot, audio stream. It could be because it's not implemented on the base audio stream. Get length, instantiate audio stream playback, okay. Get playback Yep. Okay, so this is a thing you can do for actually. So I need to get... Oh! So in the actual play method... Oh, it's actually... Oh my god. It's called from position, right. Get play... Okay, so I'm just... yeah. Current... We're just gonna store current log time in here. Playing false. And then when we resume, I want to set... Can I do set playback position in here? Playback position? No. I'm guessing I just need to log player.play current log time. Right? Yeah. Let's see if it works.
Oh my god, they're like,
It's working.
In like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna stumble upon it in the future. So they know that there's like this big threat monster coming to kill.
Alright, as a test, let's record a second audio log and let's see what happens if there's like 2 of them, right? So let me right.
Probably I love them. Yeah, see ya.
Hi, my name Yev. This is a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth. So, let's put it mildly, you are probably going to die in here, so the big scary monster is loose, and I'm actually shaking and trembling in fear, because I'm afraid it's gonna just find me and devour me. So I mean, I'm recording this audio log to, you know, let you know that's actually happening. So I mean, no need to thank me, I'm just doing my job, right? Okay.
Hi, my name Yev. This is a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth. So, let's put it mildly, you are
Oh, drop too.
going to die in here, so the big scary monster is loose.
Yeah, I guess this log works. Scary log 2. Scary log 2. That's right, we had Scary Log 2, Scary Log 1 earlier, now it's time for Scary Log 2. I hope you guys are excited. We're already having sequels on this stream. So let me just import this into my project, and let's make a new log, this audio log 2, and make it Scary Log 2, log test 2, test audio log 2. Oh, that's so scary. What the hell? Okay, let's add it to my thanks Godot. Let's add it to my audio log manager. Log test 2, new value, scary log. Oh my god, test audio log 2. Oh my god, just what is going on with me today? Log test 2. And yeah, now it should work. We hopefully we'll have 2 logs. Unless something breaks. Yeah.
Oh my god. Hi, my name Yev. This is a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth. So, let's put it mildly, you are probably going to die in here, so the big scary
Let me increase the volume because I just realized I need to boost it by 6 dB since it's normalized to -6.
monster is loose, and I'm actually shaking and trembling in fear because I'm afraid it's gonna find me and devour me. So I mean, oh my god, they're like, I'm. Hi.
So stupid. Okay. So it's time to make the actual UI. Yeah. I mean, it's been like 2 hours, and I've been doing this for 2 hours, but I guess, well, okay. So, the whole play pause thing is working. Now I need to just, find a way to... Okay, now, we want to update... Well, first of all, I want to add a current, maybe just do current time, and then public float log time, or maybe log length. I don't know. Let's say log time for now, and it's gonna be current log dot get dot stream dot get length. If by default we will return 0, of course. Double to float. Fine, you're a float now. What? Don't be applied to operands. Type float and float. What? Type float, and because it's a primitive type, so it's gonna just... Has to maybe, yeah? Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Okay. So we have log time, current time, and now it's time to show this now playing UI whenever we actually play something. So let's go ahead and do that. So when we request... Okay, well, I have to set it first. So now when we request log to play, we are going to instruct our now playing UI to show itself. Show yourself. And then... I don't like this at all. You know what? I think I will not do this through a signal. Let me just do it in here. Right? I can just do... Now playing UI update state. And I guess I will add a process in here. Public override void physics process delta. And then I'm just gonna put, say, a new read only float update rate. And update rate, let it be 1. So every 1 second we are just gonna update our now playing UI with update rate and private float timer. So we're going to accumulate our timer, and if timer exceeds update rate, we are going to instruct our now playing UI to update its state. Update state, and let's put our info in here. Title is going to be controller dot yeah, I guess I could just also add a property for the current title as well. Public string current title, current log that title, and by default is gonna return empty. And current title, then for the ones, yeah. There's no argument. I literally gave you title. Maybe you want current time as well, that's why you're freaking out. The current time, time span that from, yeah, time from seconds. Log time equals is time span that from seconds. Controller, oh my god, controller that log time. Log time. Do we want it like this? No. What do you want? Maybe maybe I should just... Is this supposed to be like this? Hold on a sec. Am I tweaking? Yeah. What? Okay. Oh yeah, okay, because yeah, never mind, my bad, yeah. It makes sense, yeah, I'm just a little fried. Now I have to split it up a little. Except it looks so ugly. Okay, maybe, okay, you know what? New... Oh my god. That's why you shouldn't hire me, okay? Don't hire me. Maybe use an initializer instead. Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did. Just didn't like it for some reason. Just didn't like it. Watch this. Does it require... It still complains there's no title. You know? Because it's like a record. It wants to be in a constructive thingy. Or whatever it's called. I'm not really familiar with all these new features. Just using a record because I just know it's used for like data stuff. Yeah, and then log time. Like so. I'm just gonna put the state in here. Huh. Then I copy paste it and do this in here as well. Except please copy paste this with... Oh my god. Yeah, here we go. Yep. Okay, let's see what happens now. Hope it doesn't crash and burn. Oh. Now playing... Okay, so it's in now playing... the string wasn't in the correct format. Ah. Why? Why? Maybe doesn't. Can you tell me why? Input string was not in correct format. What is the correct format? Can you tell me why? I mean, I'm looking at the examples and I string that format. What if I just remove minutes for now? Just do this instead. Just seconds.
Oh my god, hi!
Did dogs do... Oh yeah, you're right, wait, maybe maybe I do need to include the @ symbol and then do an escape here, yeah. You could be right, yeah. You could be right, because I'm looking at the dogs and... Wait. Yeah, it could be that, yeah.
Oh my god!
Except my... Now, okay, let's enable it for a bit, okay? For a sec. Let's make... What? Oh, wait, oh my god, yeah. Disable my HBox container. Maybe that's why.
Oh my god!
Okay, never mind.
They're like, I'm gonna die. Hi, my name Yev. There's just a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to oh my god.
It's kinda working.
My name Yev. Hi, my name Yev. There's just a second log. I guess I survived.
Why?
For me to tell the truth. So, let's put it mildly, you are probably going to die.
GG? Not really, because...
Every monster is loose, and I'm actually shaking and trembling in fear, because I'm afraid it's gonna find me and devour me, so I mean, I'm recording this audio log, you know,
not really GG, because for some reason my log title is incorrect. It doesn't change. Empty. Okay, I just noticed, thanks debugger, I just noticed one thing. It also updates state when I don't anything playing, so should be controller dot playing. If it's playing end, yeah, that's when we're gonna update the state. And now I can start the debugger again, and it should be fine, hopefully.
oh my god, they are... hi, my name Yev. There's just a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth.
What?
So, let's put it mildly, you are probably going
Oh!
to...
Oh, log title label, yes, okay. It should work now.
oh my god.
Here we go.
My name Yev. There's just a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth. So,
Except the current time doesn't update.
you are probably going to die in here. Oh my god. Hi, my name Yev.
Why? Let's figure it out.
Oh my god, they are, they're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds. So I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna stop.
Oh! Yeah, right. Very smart of me, yeah. Current time, yeah, but... Chapter 37, how's it going, my skibbity sigmas? It's going pretty well, actually. It's just my brain is fried and I have no idea what the hell is going on. Yeah, maybe I just rename it. Just gonna rename it to last time. It's gonna be more obvious what the hell is going on. That's why I kind of messed up. And the current time is going to be log player's current playback position. So if our log player is null, we are just gonna return 0. And yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's working.
They're like, I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna stumble upon it in the future.
It's working.
There's like this big threat monster coming to kill us all.
Okay, this is, I need to fix this one, wait. So the current time is going to be get playback position, is gonna reset, but... okay, let's see. If we are playing... we are going to return playback position. If it doesn't play, we are going to return last time. Yep, yep. Convert to float. This needs to be float nullable. Wait, what? I'm missing a cast. No, wait, it should be... yeah, here? Yeah, okay. I'm just fried. Okay, now it should work fine.
Oh my god. They are
Yippee!
I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna stumble upon it in the future, so they know that there's like this big... hi, my name Yev. There's a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth. So, let's put it mildly, you are probably going to die in here. So the big scary monster is...
Yippee! Now that I'm thinking, okay, one last thing I want to add that would be nice is maybe some sort of like a progress bar, right? Except I don't really have a theme for a... right? Don't think I have a theme for it. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Okay, maybe I should add a scavenger progress bar then, yeah? Don't I? Yeah, I do. Because it's a custom component, okay. And maybe I should disable, yeah, expand. Again, ignore the fact it's all ugly, and theming and stuff like this will come later. Yeah, and now I can just do... It's actually making it pretty convenient, because... wait, can I... maybe make it so the log selection works as a progress bar as well. Well, the thing is, I kind of wanted to avoid making a separate component for a button. But, because I don't want to spend even more time adding, you know, states for a button if it's playing or not. It's probably something I'll do later. But, I don't think I want to have, just the buttons themselves. I probably want to put like a... some sort of like an icon here that it's this specific log playing. Maybe like play pause there. But for now I just want to make it just work, if that makes sense. Because that's the easiest way. I just have a list of buttons that if I click, just place whatever.
Hi, my name Yev.
If that makes sense. It's just done to not make this stream too long. That's the reason why. But yeah, I will make a separate, nicer button for logs specifically, so it doesn't just contain a list of texts. And like I've said, I want to like add like an icon to the left side. If it's play or pause, yeah. For now, it's fine if I do it this way. Okay, so let me add a reference to the scavenger progress bar. I forgot I have my own custom progress bar thing. And then in update state, I just want to do progress bar value, and it's going to be can I do something like this? State.current time divided by state.log time, and then convert this to seconds. Can I divide time spans? What does it return actually? Can I divide them? Cannot convert type double to float. What? Okay, what if I... What does it do actually? If I divide them? What does it return? Does it return seconds? That's a good question. Okay. C# time span. Let's read the docs again. Shouldn't be, does it not return a timestamp? I have no idea. It just returns, wait, what does it actually return? Because it says, cannot implicitly convert type double, so it returns double. If I divide these two. But what kind of double that is, right? What does this double mean? So I have to probably look this up in docs. Okay, operators, division, timespan by timespan. Division timespan by timestamp. Timespan. Returns a new double value that's the result of dividing T1 by T2. That's really useful. Okay. I know it returns a double. Just which double? What does the double mean? Maybe it's maybe timespan can be constructed from a double, and it will and it will tell me what it means. No, it won't. Yeah, thanks Microsoft. That's really obvious what it's doing. Yeah, thanks. I already know it returns a double. Like, I guess we'll see if it works this way. Maybe it returns seconds. Okay. I mean. Wait, let's just try it out. Hold on.
Oh my god, they're
oh.
like...
Yeah, I need to... Yeah, yeah, I was thinking this as well, since it's, you know, it's a ratio, so I mean... I'm just... Yeah, I'm just cooked.
They are...
Why?
They're like...
Oh! I was setting a... Oh my god, I'm so cooked. Yeah, okay, why is it null? Why is it null? I was setting a progress to a controller. Why is it null reference?
Oh my god.
It works.
They're like... I'm gonna die in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna record a convenience audio log for people that's gonna
Yippee!
In the future, so they know that there's like this big threat monster coming to kill us all. So yeah, I mean, watch out, guys! It's coming. I'm dying. It's gonna be here in approximately now. Tell my family I love them. Yeah, see ya.
Yippee!
Hi, my name Yev. There's just a second log. I guess I survived. It's time for me to tell the truth.
Yippee!
So, Let's put it mildly, you are probably going to die in here, so the big scary monster is loose, and I'm actually shaking and trembling in fear, because I'm afraid it's gonna find me and devour me, so I mean, I'm recording this audio log to, let you know that's actually happening, so I mean, there's no need to thank me, I'm just doing my job, right?
Yay! It works! Holy hell. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, 2.5 hours later, we have a working, well, a start of a audio log system, I suppose. I mean, there's still, like I've said, we have this obsidian diagram that I made in like 5 minutes. We are still yet to, I'm still yet to implement these two, right? So for now, we just did like the playback side of things, but we're still yet to, implement actually unlocking the logs. That would be kind of useful. But yeah, I mean, the playback is working. WTF? I didn't know you can do this with Obsidian. Yeah, it's called Obsidian Canvas. And it's actually pretty good, pretty useful feature. I have a bunch of like graphs like this. I mean, this one I made specifically for the stream, so I mean, like, so it looks. But I mean, I have, for story, it's really nice in a sense that I have a bunch of like audio logs written, and I can just make like a flow graph, with like. Audio log progression. I'm not gonna show it, but it's really useful for this context as well, because I can just add like a node in here. Oh my god, it's spoilers. Obsidian using nerd. Yeah, I mean, I'm a nerd. I don't know, I was using Google Docs for all of my writing purposes, but I just feel like Markdown is much more frictionless for me. Is it any good, actually? For my use case, yeah. If you're doing a bunch, it's really cool for making personal wikis, if that makes sense. So for my game, for this game, I have folders for like characters, locations, all of this stuff. It's really useful as this like codex wiki thing. For notes, I mean, it's markdown text files, so I mean. It's just a matter of preference. I mean, some people. I think the biggest selling point of Obsidian is that it's this like personal wiki thing. I don't really use it as a markdown editor per se. I'm a big pen and paper fan when it comes to note taking. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's convenient. Well, Obsidian is also cheap. I mean, I don't pay for sync. I use a separate program called Thing. Some people use Git. Because at the end of the day, Obsidian is just a bunch of text files in a folder. So it's not some proprietary private format that's specifically made for Obsidian. So you can pretty much do with this folder whatever you want. You don't have to pay for sync. Sync thing is peak, yeah, I agree. Obsidian actually makes it enjoyable for me to write. Everywhere. I mean, yeah, sure, but it still requires a device. A notebook is $1. Well, the thing about Obsidian and text files is that they're pretty much portable. Obsidian works, well, frankly, on all platforms, really. I mean, if you don't have Obsidian support on your platform that you want to write on, you can use literally any Markdown editor and still write. Then you can bring it back to Obsidian, you can have nice things like graphs, stuff like that. And pens spawn in my backpack for free, yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, it's working. So I'd say it's pretty cool. I mean, we have basic playback UI. That's pretty much it. So I guess it's time for me to make a commit and finish things off. Sponsored stream. Man, I wish. That would be pretty useful if it was a sponsor. I wouldn't mind. That would be perfect. But I mean. Okay, so let's just review the things I added today. If it's any good. I'm gonna add documentation later on. I just don't want to. I mean, I feel the code is pretty self-explanatory. I don't want to add because sometimes I can. Sometimes I like to add docs to abstract classes, for instance, because I kind of want to know what the thing is that I'm overriding. So, for example, for malfunctions, I have a bunch of descriptions for things, explaining different properties. Like, for example, you know, the color of this malfunction, the description to show, you know, type of the malfunction, the UID, this does this, the minimum health required to repair it, and stuff like this. And for example, fire, I like to add things that don't make sense, like fire damage rate. What is 0.05, right? It's like 0.005 health per frame per second. I have no idea. I mean, this doesn't explain anyway, but I might change it, okay? It's actually 0.05 per second, but I mean... So yeah, for stuff like abstract classes like malfunctions, I like to add documentation. It's really useful in this specific case. Or for instance, I have this component context, right? Associated with malfunctions. Like, what does it do? What's the purpose of it? And I have like documentation here as well. So yeah, I mean, okay, implement audio logs. Maybe implement audio log playback and list. Audio log list and playback. Why is there an F at the end of fractions like 0.1f? So the thing is, there's two types of fractions in C#, or in most programming languages as well. One is using double precision, the other is using single precision. So whenever you add an f at the end of the fraction, it means it's a 32-bit integer. If you don't add it, it's gonna treat it as a double, which is double precision floating point number, which is a 64-bit floating point number. So that's why you add an f, so you know for certain, so that the compiler knows you mean at 32-bit precision one. Yeah. It stands for flow, means you want it to be a 32-bit flow instead of a double, yeah. That's the thing. That's the reason why. So yeah, let me just, you know, push it off screen because this could be, okay. And why'd you want that? Well, that's a good question because, you see, the thing is, certain systems, like for example, audio, it doesn't use full precision flows because that's too much information to represent volume, for instance. So it's, you know, in audio, to represent loudness at a given point, you use different types. And these types can be like 16-bit floats, 24-bit floats, 32-bit floats. Storing volumes as 64-bit floats is kind of wasteful, since at some point it just becomes irrelevant, it becomes placebo. So there's no point in wasting that much space, so you just, why not use a lower, you know, precision value. But doubles are, for example, used for large game worlds in terms of game dev. So if you have like a huge map and you have a coordinate space, if you use a single precision float, the maximum playable area would be something like 4 kilometers, and it would easily break. Well, maybe not 4 kilometers. If you assume we represent it as meters. Okay, the point is, if you use a single precision float, you would have a much smaller playable area that can be represented accurately. And if you had a double precision, you'd have much larger maps without breaking at some point. But some game engines still use single precision. Some game engines still like use double precision. It's too complicated. Like for certain things, you need to specify explicitly what precision you use. 32-bit flows are also technically faster to do map with than 64-bit, but realistically the difference on most systems would be negligible. From what I heard, it's actually the opposite, because modern processors have registers optimized for 64-bit, you know, whatever. So I mean, it doesn't make any difference. I mean, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not a programmer. I'm just making games. Okay, I don't know computers. I just know about computers enough not to make my games run like ass if I need to optimize things. Alright, so like I said, this is it for today. We managed to do quite a lot, actually. So let me just put up a game as a background. And let me answer some of the questions that you guys might have. And then we gonna end the stream. Hey Daniel, before you end the stream, is there a possibility you could message me later by any chance? Should me? Okay, maybe after the stream, yeah, we could figure something out. Yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Maybe there's certain things I can show you in the game that you might be wondering how they work. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think I've showed this feature, at least to people in the chat, but there's this new feature that I worked on. Yeah, WTF is the model you've sent today, or was it yesterday? The model I've sent is actually a part of a new model, because this model is going to go away. It's gonna go bye-bye. It sucks, that's why. Yeah, so I wanted to show new features that I've added recently. So first feature, which is kind of funny, is that... Actually... Look at this. You can now... The sound is work in progress, by the way. But yeah, you can... yeah, you can knock off the beacons. And it's gonna save, it's gonna work in the save file. Another thing is, we finally have a full... you know, drop and pick up item flow. So, as you can see, I dropped a bunch of items on the floor. Then we have nearby items, and I can just... you can just... Okay, you get the point, right? I could just... drop items, pick them up, and it's gonna play safely with a save system, which is the most important thing. I think most cheaper Chinese microcontrollers don't even support flows in hardware, so 32-bit would definitely be like a lot faster since it has to be implemented in software. Yeah, maybe. Again, I'm not doing computer stuff, I'm just doing game dev stuff. So, do you have any questions about the game? Before I end things for good. It's been enough suffering for today. Close to 3 hours, holy. ETA? Question mark? ETA in regard to what exactly? Release date or the name of the game? Release date. I have no idea. That's the answer. Yeah, ETA now is estimated time of arrival unknown. That's really creative, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the funniest part is that the name actually... I wanted to make a teaser a while back, and at the end title I wanted to put ETA undefined. Because it's like a double joke, since, you know, in the game, estimated time of arrival to research sites that you need to survey is also unknown, because it's gonna take you an unknown amount of time to actually go there in the game. But also it's funny because, you know, release date is unknown. So, I mean... I laid a pun right in front of you somehow. Yeah, sorry. Missed opportunity. I can certainly say it's... the demo is probably going... the demo is going to be released next year. The release date, I have no idea. I don't want to say a specific year even, because I don't know. But I do know for certain that demo is coming 2026. And by demo, I mean, you know, final model of the thing, some story, some gameplay. Yes, this decade for sure, but I don't know which year. This is not Jumpy Square game, unfortunately. This is a pretty involved project. It's I have big plans for this one. Not gonna say which ones because it's on a stream, so I mean, it's gonna be a live stream saved somewhere, and people can look it up and then mock me for not following with my promises. I think nothing will be Jumpy Square game. It's my game of the year. And yeah, I agree. It's peak. It's probably my magnum opus. No, just kidding. I'm not. I'll be honest with you. I actually enjoyed this stream more than Jumpy Square game. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fun feature to implement. I even feel excited about this game because it's, I don't know, I just like working on it, I guess. If you notice my Jumpy Square game streams, I was like, today we're gonna implement, and it's just... I'm much more cheerful this time around. Maybe because it's been 2 years since I last streamed, and I mean, in 2 years I can change a person can change a lot. So maybe it's just also a me thing. I was doing that lame shit called socializing today, so I couldn't be here for the whole thing. I actually didn't miss a lot. I mean, it's just a bunch of programming. I mean, you can always watch like a VOD if you really want to see code. I mean, it's not really that exciting, right? It's just code. If I was working on audio or music, or I mean, that'd be more interesting. Any last questions? Any questions specific to the game? Before I go? Right, code ain't for me now, huh? Yeah, it's not for everyone. I mean, it's pretty boring. What's the V max of the car? You mean the max speed? About 27 kilometers. Also, wait. Oh. Why does it go faster uphill? What? That's... that's interesting. Are you planning to open source the code for this after release like you did with Jumpy? Square game or not? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully, yeah. LMFAO-based car defeating laws of physics. You know what? I think it's either physics or my speedometer being funny. I think it's my player speed kilometers. Yeah, just straight up uses linear velocity of a rigid body, which is I guess it's not really accurate, but yeah, I'll probably change it anyway. True. I hope you like a hard mode with manual gearbox and clutch pedal. You know what? I'm actually okay. This is some. I do. Okay, this is not a promise, but I was thinking about an alternative free roam mode, because the main game is just story, right? But I also think it would be fun to just have like a free roam mode, like you have with The Long Dark, for instance, where you have like this story mode and then you have this basically free survival mode. And the goal is to survive as long as possible. But I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be fun in the context of this game. It's just something I was thinking about. It's not a promise, it's just like a, you know, nice to have kind of thing. Speaking of, you know, because I'm working on a second devlog. Speaking of controls, actually, the whole reason why it's one singular, you know, throttle is not necessarily because, you know, kind of is convenient to just move it with your mouse, but it's also because I've noticed that players only ever, you know, pay attention to one or two controls at a time. So for instance, if you have throttle all the way up and then use a monitor, here you go, people forget they have you know, steering wheel set and they're actually going into a wall. So for this reason the steering actually resets by itself, not because it doesn't make any sense in real life, because I don't think steering wheel just snaps back by itself. But it's actually done for convenience, because as I said, like, people only have capacity to think about one or two things at the same time. Maybe, yeah. But it's also done as like a gameplay reason. Yeah. Yep, that's... I mean, that's yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the gameplay explanation. I don't... Like I've said, I don't drive cars, I don't understand cars, I just understand enough for this project. Remind me this weekend to send you a video of my car doing that. Speaking of cars, actually, I'm not sure if I told you, told anyone, but so there's a new model in the works. I'm not gonna show anything specific. It's going to be done soon. That's all, that's everything that I can say. But alongside the new model, there's also gonna be new car sounds, and the car sounds are actually recorded from my friend's car. We actually went, you know, we actually went outside at like 11 p.m. It was really dark, and we went drive outside the city, and we just recorded a bunch of car sound, like engines, revs, you know. Tak, nagrywaliśmy samochód zwyczajnie, w sensie, no. Ale wolałbym po angielsku. Yeah, I prefer to keep the chat in English so people can understand what I was saying. Looking at Bob. That sounds awesome, what? Well, it sounds awesome until you realize that our recording was partially ruined by people drifting in the background, because that's where they wanted to host like this drifting thing. So we had to wait until they go away, because that was the only relatively quiet spot to record the car. I really hope you, yeah, I mean, yeah, but, well, yeah, the funniest part is that you can actually hear me curse in the recordings. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna care all this stuff just yet, but I hope you really like the result. I mean, the new model plus the new sounds. I was only a part of a small drag racing event. Yeah, I mean, that would be fun if I wasn't recording at the time. That would be super fun, but I was recording car sounds. I didn't need a whole racing truck in the background. Alright, I guess it's time for me to wrap. I have to wake up for work tomorrow. I think we made pretty good progress today. Maybe I will make a second stream. I don't know. If it's something that you guys liked, I guess I can do a second stream implementing the rest. If that's something people are interested in, I'm gonna be asking around. But if it turns out I'm actually a fun streamer, I will probably just do a second part. And I also noticed I was completely locked in this entire time, right? Because usually when I come back home, right, I can excuse myself some things. I can just say, oh, I'm just tired, I'm just gonna go lay for a bit. And not do any progress for that day. But when I know I have to stream, and it's kind of hard for me to, you know, browse internet, scroll reels, stuff like this. I just have to do stuff. That's the streamer pipeline, just like Pirate Software, Blizzard developer, by the way. Well, you see, I mean, I kind of did a thing here at the start. So I mean, what I need to relax is just, you know, I mean, just me saying my opinion on things I don't know what I'm talking about. Just draw in paint like that, but I mean, oh god, he's pulling out paint. Yep. Alright, so I mean, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna put up a starting soon card because I just realized I don't have a be right back or thanks for joining card. So I guess starting soon. So yeah, thanks for joining me today. I guess it was fun. It was kind of fun today. I had fun. I actually did this decent progress today. I was as I said, I was completely locked in, which I'm quite proud of. Yeah, I mean, I hope you liked it. Guess see you next time. Bye bye.